So welcome all to StartX Insights, and we really simplify decisions which really matters the most. And today we are exploring travel and tourism. And tourism is just not a experience, but a delightful, lifetime, memorable experience for all of us. And today we have an expert with us who comes from a deep Yeah, who today we have an expert with us who comes from a deep understanding of both domestic and international travel. So please welcome Arun sir in the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Let me start by saying, travel is not one shoe or one size fits all. It's basically about personalization and customization. We find a lot of different, groups of people across, uh, India, across budgets and many other things. So let's explain to them and help them out as to what travel is all about.
Yes, sir. And one very important question comes to our mind is many people still book travel packages without understanding the hidden cost, and there could be a possibility that there is a lack of planning, maybe customization is not available. So these are the common mistakes. Can you just give us some insights into what are the common mistakes people do when they are booking for when they are
Number
planning
one,
for travel?
yeah, number one, do not hurry. I mean, planning has to be done in a very, calm, smooth kind of way. They should take their time. Don't believe everything there's on the internet,
Yeah.
because if you check on Google for a particular question, it can be, how is a natural pearl formed? There are 2,000, answers which would pop up, different links. Which one is accurate? It all
Yes.
depends on, perspectives of different people. So to analyze the data takes a very long time, and they will probably click on the one which is showing on the top the most, and then go with it. It's not so. There are many popular websites which offer travel. There are many very good ones. I mean, very good travel websites. Also hotels. You can book hotels through many different kinds of websites. Unfortunately, sometimes what the hotel websites. Let's talk about that. The images shown on the hotel's landing page probably would be 10 or 15 years old. At that point of time, when the hotel just launched or was renovated, looks absolutely beautiful. But then maintenance and the quality of keeping the hotel the way it was might have declined. So many people book hotels using a website, and when they go there, they have a bit of a shock.
Yes.
Few of the amenities are not there. It looks run down, the hotel. And one way I would like to put it is, don't believe everything which is there on the internet. Do your research, find out. Otherwise, meet with consultants like me and you. So, uh, what we normally do at our travel consultancy is, we operate with travel agents and hotels which we have experienced.
Yeah.
They have been tried and tested, and we know the latest updates on that particular property or tour agent who's handling travelers abroad or within the country. We wouldn't suggest anyone else other than tried and tested ones, because we know
Yes.
the quality of the service, we know the quality of the properties, we know the quality of the tours. So we use these kind of people, and these contacts have been with us over the past 35, 40 years. So they've been tried and tested, and they wouldn't let down even a single traveler or a group of 30 or 50 or 150 also. So that's how we deal with. We have certain vendors we normally go with.
Yes. Yes, sir. I mean, what you are saying is you go with the people wherein it is already tried and tested. So already there is an experience previous to this, and only those people you trust, and not only trusting only the image which is coming in the website.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
yeah, and sir, what about hidden costs, sir? I mean, one point people normally complain that there is a lot of hidden costs are involved. What is your thought
Yes,
on that?
many have voiced this opinion. For example, they'll buy a particular package. Let's talk about one of the most popular destinations for Indian travelers, which is Thailand. Okay, Thailand is a wonderful country. It's a beautiful place. Unfortunately, known for a little bit of dark things, but pushing that aside, ignoring that, it's a phenomenal country, and it's one of the most affordable countries to which you can travel. And it has got everything for toddlers to teenagers to adults. There are a lot of activities they can do now. Some websites offer a drop down menu and say just click on how many days you want to travel: 2 nights, 3 days, 3 nights, 4 days, 4 nights, 5 days, and it will show you a basic package, which probably would involve air tickets, maybe a low cost airline where you only have hand baggage, you don't have checked in baggage.
Yes.
Okay, that is one of the hidden costs you don't know. Uh, it'll be three-star hotels with only breakfast, no lunch and dinner involved. So, and it'll have only basic sightseeing trips. Let's talk about Pattaya in Thailand. So, probably what the website will offer you uh, is airport transfers from Bangkok airport to Pattaya, a Coral Island tour, and uh, a nightclub show. That's about it.
Yeah.
Then en route, probably some of them might have Nongnuch village. Then at Bangkok, they have a Bangkok sightseeing trip, and maybe some of them would have, uh, Ocean World and Safari Park. But anything else, if you require, they're all add-ons
Yeah.
which you keep adding on. You click button and say, "I want this, I want this." By the end of it, if the package is, let's say, priced at 60,000 rupees, by the time you add everything and come onto the a payment gateway, it would have risen to probably 80 or 85,000 rupees.
Oh.
So this is one thing which people have to keep in mind. Have a list of things they want to do, or talk to a consultant who will tell them how to manage their time in these places and what all they can do within a particular day, for day one, for day two, for day three, for day four, and so on. So some of the packages we offer, uh, we say all inclusive, which means from the airport of departure, for example, if we take Bangalore, from the time they leave from Bangalore and come back to Bangalore again, there is no hidden cost.
Oh.
Everything is included: hotels, airport transfers, sightseeing trips, breakfast, lunch, dinner, entrance fees, guide fees, toll fees, you name it, everything. Visa costs, yeah. I mean, of course, Thailand visa is free on arrival.
Yeah.
Travel, medical insurance, GST, all
Oh.
these are included. So the passenger exactly, or the tourist, does not have to spend one naya paisa extra
Yeah.
when he buys these kind of packages. So we keep things so clear and transparent. And some of them, like the ones on the website, will offer you one or two different activities in each city. We offer more than 10 activities so that they don't miss anything.
Yeah.
So there's no point in going back to the same country again trying to do what you missed out. So we
Yes.
try and manage their time very effectively and ensure that they are busy from morning till evening and do many things as possible, so they don't miss out on anything which is in that particular city or in the surroundings.
Yes. Yeah. So since in the beginning we talked about, nowadays people are not, happy with the one fit for all approach. They want a
Correct.
customization plan. So can you just give us a bit more deeper insights into how do you design a fully customized plan for your clients?
Okay. Like I said, there are different, let's say, stratas of people within India. There might be budget travelers or somebody who at the top layer, who want only five-star hotels and five-star deluxe hotels.
Yeah.
And their demands are different.
Yes.
So we try and plug in the best possible properties, the best possible tours within their budget.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not one size fits all.
Yes.
Uh, it can be different. And there are a lot of parameters which come into play. The season in which they're traveling.
Yes.
Normally, weekend flights are more expensive than weekday flights.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if they want a personalized car, if there are two people traveling in a personalized car, prices may be a little more expensive because the entire thing is a private car. Now, if there are four people in that car, the cost of the car would be divided among four people.
Yeah.
So it would come down a little. If it is a mini van with 8 or 12 seater, again, the cost would come down a little. And if it's a large bus for about 30 people, it would come down a little. So it depends on the time or the season they're traveling to a particular country, the kind of hotels they want to do, the kind of inclusions, and the transport.
Yes.
Now, air tickets also differ. If they buy the air tickets well in advance, probably a month or 3 weeks in advance, the costs would be a little lower than buying it a couple of days, you know, uh, prior to the date of journey.
Yes. Yeah.
So there has to be a lot of thought in designing a itinerary, and we do to the best of our not knowledge, experience actually,
Mm.
and the kind of vendors we have, and they are the most affordable ones we have come across over 3 4 decades.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. For example, nothing between online website and consultants itinerary, the pricing, it never changes. The hotels remain the same, the cities are the same, the quality of transport is the same, the activities, sites of visit are the same, nothing changes. But we make it a little more affordable because we have direct contact
Yes.
with, vendors and travel partners abroad, and we try and negate the supply chain in between.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of savings for the end customer and more, let's say, activities which are included.
Yes, sir. I think, I mean, what you're saying is the entire optimization of budget can be done, and that too without even compromising with the experience.
Without
Because
compromising on the experience and the quality of travel.
quality, yes,
Quality,
yes,
and there's nothing left to chance in what we do. Everything is taken care of. I can cite a few examples if you want.
yeah, yes.
You
I
know,
was, I was just coming to that question itself. Can you share
okay.
a real example wherein you planned a customized travel success story? Anything if you have, so
Oh, yes,
that
there are a couple which I would like to tell you about.
yeah.
For example, we took a large group from a corporate company, about 150 people, to
Oh,
Thailand. Okay, there was a huge let's say, auditorium where we had to explain the do's and don'ts,
yes,
for a particular travel. We do that. Even for a family, a single traveler, or even a group of people, we normally give them a briefing as to what are the do's and don'ts in that particular country, and things like that. So all this was done, and we had three incidents in that particular travel.
oh,
So number one, 150 people from different parts of India, and most of them joined via online meets.
yes,
So we reached Thailand. We went to Pattaya. Pattaya was where we had the conference, and after that it was only fun and excitement and adventure for all of them. So we had told them, do not take your passport out anytime except at the immigration counter. Do not try and exchange money at the airport or in the
yes,
hotels because you get a lower, lesser rate of exchange. Try and do it in a bank. And the kind of hotels we choose are located in such a way, if they just cross a road, which is around 20 or 30 feet, you have a
yeah,
bank counter, which is open 24 bar 7.
yes.
And the rate of exchange is higher. You get a lot more baht than getting it at the airport. Or okay, we reach Pattaya, 150 people, and this person turns up and says, "Sir, I've lost my passport."
Oh,
Oh, that was
that
shocking. I
is
mean,
shocking.
where did
Yes.
you lose it? So where did you actually? No, I tried to exchange money at the airport. I must have left it in the foreign exchange counter there. There are 100 counters. We don't know where he's left it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the vendor who we use, some of their escorts are all members of the tourist police
Yes.
in Thailand. So we told the lady there, and she said, "Don't worry, we'll try and find it." She did a few phone calls and things like that. You'll not believe it.
Yeah.
Very surprising. In the next 4 hours, the passport was back.
Oh.
So that's number one.
Yes.
Number two. Number two. Now there are a lot of courtesies which are placed in the rooms, and we had told everybody during that orientation, the briefing, and the company had actually put the seal and signature saying that we understood everything what you briefed us.
Yes.
We had told them, do not take anything out of the mini fridge, okay, and the larder which is underneath the counter, because all those are chargeable.
Yes.
And technology is very, very smart nowadays. So if there are liquor bottles which are placed in the mini fridge, the moment you lift it,
Yes.
there's a sensor which goes off, and your room bill is automatically billed for that liquor
Yes.
bottle. And
Yes.
the prices would be 300% more than what you're getting outside.
Outside.
And all these hotels, they allow for food and liquor to be brought in from outside also. And this particular hotel, like I told you, 20, 30 feet away is a 7-Eleven store. You have to just cross the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is open 24 bar 7. You can buy liquor, you can buy snacks, you can buy anything there. So bring that to your hotel room and then you have liquor, do whatever you want. But don't try and take anything out of the mini fridge except for the ones which is kept in the wicker basket on top of the counter, which are
Yes.
basically, let's say, milk powder and coffee powder, a couple of bottles of water, some cookies and things like that. Anything else is chargeable. So we were checking out from Pattaya and trying to go to Bangkok. So this gentleman runs up, one more person, and says, "Sir, $240 extra I have to pay."
Oh.
We asked him, "Sir, we had liquor there which was there in the room in that mini fridge."
Mm.
"Sir, we told you not to do this." "No, no, but you
Yes.
should take care of everything." "No, no, we don't take care of liquor or, you know, other things than what we mentioned in the itinerary,
Yeah.
which has been made crystal clear to you. Now, we had informed you don't touch the mini. It was wiped clean. The
Mm.
larder and the mini fridge was wiped clean.
Oh.
And we showed him the, agreement which the company had sealed and signed
Yes.
and said, you have to pay for it. So he ended up paying for it.
Yeah.
Incident number three, we were checking out of the hotel. The flight was at 5:50 in the evening, which means you have to check in by about 2:50
Yes.
in the afternoon. So early morning checkout after breakfast, a Bangkok sightseeing trip, a shopping trip, and then we head directly to the airport with lunch on the way.
Yes.
150 people approximately, four
Mm.
of them are missing.
Oh.
We did not know where they've gone to. We waited for about half an hour, and then
Mm.
we had to inform the main person, who was in charge of coordinating for the
Yes.
company, saying that we can't lose activities for 146 people for
Yeah.
the want of four.
Yes.
So please take a decision. We'll have to start doing our. We had five, air-conditioned coaches, buses. So we told them we'll have to leave without them. If anybody has their contact or number or something like that, please call them and tell them to come directly to the airport.
Yeah.
And we had to do that because for the want of four people who have gone astray, we cannot lose what we've paid for 150 people.
Yes.
So that was one of the things. And many things, many other incidents have happened with other groups, but we managed to find a solution and try to, solve them to the best we can. And at almost all times, we've come out successfully.
Yeah, I mean, so all these issues can be really sorted out. I mean, as you are saying that, you will have a clear-cut briefing
Yes,
before
yes,
actually committing for the entire tour
correct,
package. And that briefing itself is taken
correct.
care. And you also have taken an agreement from the client saying that, they have signed it and, the company stamp has been put that,
Yes,
this is
they
all.
sign and say yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
is for 150 people, but for small, let's say group of family travelers or something like that, we tell them it's only word of mouth. We just tell them what to do, and they
yes.
normally follow it. For example,
Yes.
Thailand again, I'm taking Thailand as a simple example because it's one of the most popular destinations for Indian travelers.
Yes.
So the Thais do not like to be touched on the head.
Yes.
If you we ruffle, young children's hair, right?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? You look very cute. They
Yeah.
don't like that because if you put your hand on someone's head, it is supposed to stop their growth in
Oh.
life, in with their finances, with everything. So they
Oh.
don't like that. We tell them don't ruffle anybody's hair or touch anybody on the hair. Then the second thing is they do not like the color black and red.
Yeah.
Let's say even in Western culture, black is a sign for mourning. It denotes death.
Yes.
Then red is for danger. So they don't like that. And
Mm-hmm.
Thailand is called Suvarnabhumi, which actually means the land of gold.
Yes.
And at Bangkok Suvarnabhumi's airport, you
Yeah.
have the Samudra Manthana, the one of the biggest statues of Samudra Manthana, which itself is a photo opportunity for everybody. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. And we normally tell them, anything you give, even if it's a pencil as a gift,
Yeah.
wrap it in gold foil and give it to them.
Mm.
They'll be extremely pleased because anything in the color of gold is supposed to be prosperity and longevity and many things like that for us, for them.
Yes. Yes.
So we teach them simple tips and tricks, and we teach them a few Thai words. If they're going to Italy, we try and teach them a few Italian words, French or German, and things like that. How to manage themselves if they're going out alone and things like that. And we normally give them a booklet, in a printed format. For example, in Thailand, it will have the address of the hotels where they're staying in, if they're going out on their own, and also in Thai, the emergency contacts, of the travel agent, the police, everything, so that they're more at, ease and they're very safe. So we do that for any kind of country they travel to with these kind of, let's say, add-on, value adds what we give.
Yeah. And sir, nowadays, I keep hearing about this Lankavi. I mean, Sri Lanka has been one of the most popular destination, and it's a very cost-effective travel holiday, is what I hear about it. And can you just break down a little bit, sir, on that?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. We do something called as the Ramayana Trail. Okay, we take people across all the sites where the Ramayana happened. Unfortunate Ramayana, but there are, and the Sri Lankans believe that Ramayana about it. They say yes, the Ramayana really happened.
Yes.
And when people, our consultancy is actually approved by the Sri Lankan Board of Tourism,
Yes.
and our travel partners are very, very good, and we give the most affordable prices. It is not only the places where the Ramayana happened, but we also include adventure, we include wildlife. So they have a whole experience of Sri Lanka. And believe me, in India, we talk about Swachha Bharat.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka is 10 times more cleaner than India. I was surprised. I was surprised. And I went there only the first time after the pandemic, carrying a group of people who were all, 75 plus. So we
Oh.
had to treat them in a different way. And they
Mm-hmm.
were all, Satviks. They were Brahmins and they were Satviks. So no onion, no garlic, no meat, no mushrooms, no
Oh.
chicken, eggs. And they didn't even like the smell of live kitchen. So we had to arrange a table for them way far away from the, main
Oh.
restaurant. And the Sri Lankans have phenomenal chefs, all the hotels. They
Yes.
stayed in the most, let's say, elite of properties, but they do not understand English much. They're very good cooks, chefs. So we made a poster and circulated it to every hotel the group was staying in. Put
Yes.
pictures of the food they were not supposed to eat, put an into mark. We wrote in English, prepare food without these items, and put that in Sinhala also in their language. So
Oh.
if they cannot read, English, they'll be able to read Sinhala. So uh, such kind of, minute management we do to
Yes.
ensure that the group is very, very safe and, happy with our arrangements. And Sri Lanka is amazing. In fact, when we travel to Sri Lanka from whichever destination, I mean, there were people from Ahmedabad and Bombay, Bangalore, Chennai. I mean, many people.
Yes.
So we tell them take a seat on the left side of the plane. When you are facing the cockpit,
Yeah.
take a seat on the left side of the plane. Why? Because that is a strategic lookout point.
Oh.
The captain of the plane will himself or herself announce, "We are flying over the Ramasetu. Look outside your left window and you can see it clearly." And you can
Oh.
actually see it clearly. And there are a lot of people who make that a photo opportunity. They click photos with their mobile handphones and things like that. And it's an amazing place. The hotels are very, very comfortable. You find a lot of Indian food, and they will go all their way out to keep you happy, the hotels and the people we deal with. And these people actually had a very, very good time, and they've given us a huge testimonial.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be saying the name, but the family of a very senior politician from India. So,
Okay.
and a couple of them were from the US, and they owned hotels in the US. So
Oh.
they knew what service and service standards were, and we didn't want to let them down. So we handled it very well, and they're very, very happy. And we've been getting repeat, let's say, tours from them because they
Oh.
liked the experience. The experience was good. So that's how it works.
Yeah. So thank you so much, sir, for being on the show. I think systematically you break down all the main important points. What are the major challenges the travelers can face when you are there in the outside country, and how that can be sorted out with the customized briefing and all the customized approach for an entire tour packages can be done both for families and even for the corporates. So thank you so much, sir. And if anyone who is planning for a travel, I mean both domestic and international, I would say just don't leave it for guesswork. You can reach out to us and to StartX, and we have Arun sir with us, who will bring in all his expertise and deep experience in the tour and travel, and we can customize a plan, and that too with a very optimizing the entire budget, and without even compromising on the wholesome experience, so that this will become a lifetime delightful experience for all of you. So thank you so much, Arun sir, and any last
Thank
comments, sir,
you
from your side?
very much for having me again. Who want to travel is, there are a number of options available, number of destinations which are not expensive, which will give them actually, memories which last a lifetime. And the only second thing which I want to say is always plan smart and travel better.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, sir. We look forward to your shows again in the coming days. Thank you so
Would
much, sir.
love to be there. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, sir.